If you've been upgrading your car audio setup and you're stuck between choosing a 2-ohm subwoofer or a 4-ohm subwoofer, you're not alone. This is one of the most common questions people ask, and today you'll finally get a clear, simple answer. Let's start with what actually separates the two. A 2-ohm subwoofer has lower resistance, which means it pulls more current from your amplifier. More current equals more power, and more power usually means a harder hit. If your amp is strong enough, a 2-ohm sub can slam noticeably louder. Meanwhile, a 4-ohm subwoofer has higher resistance, which puts less strain on most amps. It's easier to power, easier to manage, and more forgiving for everyday setups. Now, what about loudness? A 2-ohm sub generally wins here. Because it draws more power, it can push more air and reach higher volume levels. A 4-ohm sub can still hit hard, but at the same wattage, it won't be quite as loud. But if we shift to sound quality, the 4-ohm sub starts shining. Higher resistance usually means cleaner, more controlled audio, especially when the music gets loud. A 2-ohm sub can start to distort if you push it too far, which is fine if you're going for extreme bass, but not ideal if clarity matters. Then there's efficiency and heat. A 4-ohm sub typically runs cooler, lasts longer, and stays efficient during long listening sessions. A 2-ohm sub works harder, generating more heat and sometimes stressing cheaper amps. Finally, consider amp compatibility. Most amplifiers easily match with 4-ohm subs, giving you more flexibility. A 2-ohm setup requires an amp that can safely handle lower loads without overheating or clipping. So which one should you buy? Choose a 2-ohm subwoofer if you want maximum loudness and you have a strong, reliable amp to push it. Perfect for bass lovers and competition-style setups. Choose a 4-ohm subwoofer if you prefer cleaner sound, cooler performance, wider amp options, and balanced everyday listening. At the end of the day, both can be great. Just pick the one that fits your style, your music, and your system. Thanks for watching, and hope this helps you make the right choice.